Hello and welcome everyone. This is a quick video to give you an overview of the PPW link feature that is available. A PPW link allows you to link to PPW accounts. So if I'm a contractor and I work for multiple PPW clients, I can get my own PPW account, link all of those clients to my PPW account and get all of my work in one place. As a client, I can still create work orders in my client account, assign them out to my contractor. Those orders will then go to the contractor's PPW account where they'll be able to fill out the work order and complete it and then send the results back to you. So over here on the left side, we have the client's PPW account. You can see I've created a work order here. I have it assigned to my contractor, business as usual. And then on this window, we have the contractor's PPW account that they have created and they are paying for. And what I've done is I've gone to admin, general, and I've set up the auto import for the PPW link. So we'll go ahead and take a quick look at that. So of course we are going to import from PPW link, set our client company, and then the login name and password. Those are actually going to be the contractor credentials that were created in the client's PPW account. Okay, so we'll enter that information so we can link the two accounts. Then you do have some optional fields here: alert, email, friendly name. You do have the ability to skip comments, so that's going to skip the comments that are on the work order in the client account. And then you can set your own comments if you'd like, or you can set that to yes and that will import. Same thing with skip line items. If you want that information to flow through, set it to yes. If you'd want to create your own line items, you can do so as well. Now we do want to make sure that the auto import is active so that it does work. And then we have import job notes. So if you do, again, want the job notes from the client account to come into the contractor account, you can set that to yes. And then you do have the ability to select who can see those notes when they import. Of course, you can always change those permissions when you go in to edit and assign the order, but initially they can maybe just be admin or manager. Now another feature we have is auto send results. Now this will automatically send the results when the work order is marked as invoice complete. So you can turn that on, and then you can also select which results relay. That can be photos, documents, PCR form. Maybe you want everything to relay except for the mark ready for office because you'd like to do that separately. You can select those items. Once you're done, you'll just go ahead and click save. Now, before we go to import the work order, we do need to go into groups and make sure whoever's processing, whatever group is processing those orders and sending the results back to the client, does have access to the send results page. They'll definitely want to have access to this to just track anything, even if you have the auto send results set up on the import. We still want to have access to the send results page. So you'll just want to make sure that's checked. Okay, now that we have set up our PPW link and we have made sure that we have the correct permissions set, we can go to new work order and then import queue. This is where we can see our PPW link import. We do have one work order we need to process, so I'm going to go ahead and click process import. Now, if this is the first time a work order is imported, you might have to manually set the work type, but I've set this up previously so it matched. And then it is set to automatically set my contractor to my contractor in this account. Then you can see there are the work order item details. So we can see that is coming from the client account. We'll go ahead and click import orders. And we can see one work order imported. So if we go to our main work orders page, PPW link 5, PPW link 5, and if I click on that work order, again, we can see it's the same work order in both accounts. Okay, once the order has been completed in the field and you can see that it's ready for office in the contractor account, from that point you can QA the work order, check out the PCR form, edit your bid completion items, QA your photos, set up your invoice information, and then when you're ready, you can go to the send results page. This is where you can manually transfer. So you can see I have a PCR form. I'll click transfer. From there, you can see the PCR form has transferred, and then we can do the same thing with our bid completion items. This is a completion item, so I'm going to make sure I check the box. If there was a bid item, I would check the bid box. Click transfer complete. It's been transferred. We've got photos. We can go ahead and transfer all the photos. Again, our invoice, we can transfer the invoice, and then when we're ready, we can mark the order ready for office for the client. Now, if you had the auto send results, then what you would just need to do is go to the invoice screen and then just make sure to save the invoice and mark it complete, and then that would automatically send the results you selected on the auto import. If we refresh the work order in the client account, we can now see that it's marked ready for office. We have photos, we have our PCR form. So that's how the PPW link auto import works at a high level. If you have any questions, make sure to use the question mark up on the top right corner of your PPW account, and our customer care team would be happy to help set up any auto imports or answer any questions you may have. Thank you so much and have a great rest of your day.